If you are thinking anything like me right now, you are trying to come up with ways that you can save even more money in 2023, trying to be even more conscientious of how you spend and how you can save. I can't wait to hear your ideas in the comments. Let's hop right in. One of the simplest and most straightforward ways you can save money is on groceries. This starts with shopping your pantry. The thing that I really love came from Fun, Cheaper, Free, from Jordan. Start in your pantry before you make your grocery list for the week, before you decide on what meals you're gonna make. You go through and you take notes, literal notes on what you have in your pantry. If you have a lot of pasta, then you're having mac and cheese. If you have lots of chicken, you're having chicken noodle soup. If you have lots of cheese, you're gonna do pizza. So she wants you to build, and I love this, she wants you to build the base for your grocery budget on what you already have. I also have to mention healthy snacks. So we used to buy a lot of like Cheez-Its and fishy crackers last year, and I realized we just can't afford to do it anymore. Plus, these other foods are so much healthier and sustain you for a lot longer. I made these homemade granola bars in my last video. They are insanely good. I'm gonna link the video down below so that you can watch it. They're so simple, minimal ingredients, and a lot healthier than what you would buy at the store, and a lot cheaper because you can make such a big bulk. Using cash instead of a card is such a good way to save money. If you're like me, then using cash just hurts a little bit more in the best way possible, because it's really a very accurate representation of the money that you're really spending. For some reason, a card feels a little bit more disconnected from reality, at least for me. When I use cash, I'm very aware of what this really is costing me, and I hold back when I use cash. I am way less likely to spend the money if I have to hand over a 50 than if I just swipe my card. So I know you've heard this 100 times, but trying to carry cash more next year and use it more often can be a good way to stop us from buying things that we would have bought maybe on impulse or bought that we didn't actually need. Use less detergent. You do not need as much as you think. I feel like when they tell you to fill up the cup, you don't need as much as they're telling you that you need. So use less of stuff. Use less soap. I had to run downstairs because I wanted to show you that you can actually use tin foil in your dryer in lieu of a dryer ball. These work similarly. They cut down on drying time significantly. Oh, dog! I love the idea of cutting down dryer time just because it saves on that electricity. So this is another way. Some people, I've mentioned this hack before, and some people were so surprised that I would actually put foil in my dryer. Supposedly it's safe. I have tried it myself. I had no issues. Would you ever try this, or is it just too scary? You know how much I love surface sprays, especially the seasonal ones. These Mrs. Meyer's surface sprays are so good when it comes to scents. All this is though is a degreaser. You can, I mean, these are $5. They're so pricey, especially with inflation. You can make your own degreaser with equal parts water and vinegar. It doesn't smell good, but it does the job. So something that I am gonna be doing next year that's gonna be a little bit tough because I love it, I'm gonna save these for a special treat. Instead of buying 1 or 2 every month, I'm just gonna let myself have a couple every season, and I'm gonna have to stop using these. They're just too expensive. I cannot believe how many recipes there are online for DIY cleaners of every kind you can possibly imagine. So I'm gonna start making my own. When I find some good recipes, I will be sure and share them with you. I will share one quick recipe slash hack for the dishwasher. These Cascade pods, I love them for their convenience. Let's see if I can get it open. But they're like $10 or $12 for a package, very expensive. So what I like to do, can actually just add baking soda and a couple drops of dish soap and make your own. I love secondhand shopping for my kids' clothes. You can go to a kid-to-kid or a children's place and get the most beautiful items for a serious fraction. And then if you trade your own kids' clothes that they've outgrown, you can get these clothes essentially for just a few cents. It is mind-blowing to me how much I've been able to save on kids' clothes just by shopping secondhand. And then also, in addition to shopping secondhand for your kids' clothes, check and see if you have a Plato's Closet in your area or anything that sells and trades adult clothing. You can find really good stuff there. Usually, you can also find good stuff at the thrift store, but usually if it's a place that actually buys used clothing, the clothes are just a little bit nicer, better quality. They're not as pilled, they're not as worn. So I generally like to shop in places that buy used clothes just because I can find more like new items. But check and see what you have in your area. It is amazing what you can find for your kids and yourself secondhand. All right, go through your wallet. Go through your wallet and see if you have any gift cards you can use up. You know, I was going through my wallet the other day and I found a free pizza card. I found like 7 different gift cards. I couldn't believe it. I have just been carrying them around for the last couple of years and forgot about them. So see if you have any gift cards. Also, when it comes to holidays and birthdays and people ask you what you want, gift cards. Maybe you can get a gift card for groceries, get a gift card to Target. You can buy diapers there. You can get so many things with gift cards. Trading services. I love this. I think it's almost like a lost art. If you want your kids to have piano lessons but don't want to spend the money, go ahead and babysit that person's kid once a week for 30 minutes or an hour and you've got yourself free piano lessons. So try and notice what kind of services your community offers and what can you offer that could be traded. I think there's so much value in this, and it's also just an amazing way to save money for you and the other person needing your service. So it's a win-win all around. I've recommended a no spend challenge to you before, but I'm gonna put a little twist on it. And this time, think about doing a no spend challenge accompanied with selling items in your home. Normally, I love to focus on getting things out of your house as quickly as possible. Declutter and then drive your stuff straight to the donation. Do not let it sit around. Do not let it sit around on Marketplace. Just get it out of your house. Make that real progress. However, when it comes to saving money, I think it can be really valuable to think about what you maybe have in your home that you could sell. So declutter with the intention of selling the items. So shift just a little bit with a no spend challenge. Of course, there are things that you can still spend money on. I've got my notes. Obviously, your mortgage, your rent, your insurance, gas, groceries, utilities, internet, phone, things that are kind of necessities, 100% you're gonna spend money on this. But when it comes to just extra spending, you completely cut yourself off. I know, it sounds really hard, but when you're focusing the time that you would have spent shopping on finding valuable items in your home, it's an amazing way not only to save money, but make money. Before you leave this video, pause. Go check your wallet for gift cards. I'm really curious to know how many or what you have that you completely forgot about. Let me know in a comment down below. I make videos like this every single week. I would love it if you subscribed. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.